of Auburn kind of reuniting with those guys?
Man, what a great year Auburn's had. I mean, we had a crazy game here the last time we played. They've done a great job of, I know he's had some injuries, and keeping that pitching staff together, and to go on the road and do what they did was great. I think they got some really good hitters in there. We don't know who they're pitching yet. I know they got a couple really good options on their staff. It'll be a really good SEC game in Omaha.
How well do you know Butch and that relationship?
I've known Butch a long time. We're not super close, but we spent some time together over the years recruiting and talking. I know he's one of the better human beings out there, and he's a great baseball coach. So we're looking forward to a great matchup.
I think you mentioned before this all started that Omaha, getting to Omaha is all about getting hot at the right time. A team like Auburn that is blazing a trail right now, is it? What kind of momentum does that mean going into Omaha?
I think every team. I was telling somebody this morning. We feel hot. I think everybody feels hot right now. Everybody's ready to go.
What's the latest on Jack Egan? How's he?
He's good. He's out here today. He'll be practicing. He'll be taking care of everything and doing it that way.
Will he be able to pitch in Omaha?
We'll have to figure that out. We have to look and see.
Well, you said the other night that your plan would be to go with Ethan in the first game. Are you still going with that?
Yes. Ethan Small will be game one no matter who we face.
That Auburn series, does it feel like ancient history now? I mean, you guys feel like a different team. They're a different team.
I think so. I think both teams are, and we're 40 games past that. So it's a lot of baseball in between, and where you're at right now means everything.
Anything decided starting pitching wise beyond Ethan, or just kind of see what?
Yeah, it's all matchup after that. I mean, we got all our guys available, but Peyton's been really good too. So how we match up and will be a big piece for how we match up our rotation.
How's JT Ginn's rehab and all that still going? He's still on schedule to.
He's doing good. He's out here. He'll throw today. He'll practice like everybody else and be ready to go.
Is it an advantage having a guy as Small? It just makes it an easy decision for you, not just second guess and think so much.
It does. I mean, it's our lead, one of our leaders and our pitching staff leader, and one of the best pitchers in the country. And he's one of the main reasons we're going to Omaha. So to line him up and hopefully get as many starts as we can out there in proper rest.
I was talking to Cole a minute ago, and he said there was a chance he could have been in a cubicle this time of year. Instead, he's going to Omaha. What do you remember about talking to him and getting him back involved and getting him back in this program?
Like on my hands and knees, when I got here. It's you watch the run to Omaha and you see how special he is, and we weren't sure about arms when we got in here last summer, how many arms we had and how many viable arms. We didn't know Jared Liebelt was going to be Jared Liebelt, and Tristan Barlow and Kobe White. I mean, those guys in the bullpen that have pitched so well. So we spent a lot of time talking to Cole during that process and trying to get him back and convince him. I'm glad he did.
How long the process was that to kind of?
A couple weeks. It took a couple weeks to get here, and we had to figure out graduate school and all that type of stuff. So getting him into the right programs and doing everything. So it took a couple weeks.
Cole did decide to tell you that he was coming back. What was your reaction?
No, we were fired up, and I kind of felt like after our first meeting or two that he wanted to. I mean, after he had made that decision of, hey, I was going to be in a cubicle probably before that run last year. And then after that run excites you, and that love of the game and how well he played. I don't think it was too hard of a decision.
After the regional, we talked about Mangum and Westburg having that big game in the final game and sort of being back on track. Do you feel like Elijah McNamee's last at-bat there might have locked him back in?
I think so. I mean, I hope so. He's not allowed to talk about it anymore. There's been more tweets. And I walk in, he's watching the swing in the locker room just a little while ago. So we have cut him off of watching that swing and talking about that swing. But, I hope he's right back on track. If that doesn't get you going, I don't know what is. It was magical. It was really a cool moment, especially for a kid who had a tough week. Just very happy for him.
When you have a moment like that, it kind of gets a sense that we're expected to win. You as a team, it kind of goes through your clubhouse. Are you seeing some of that? I
think so. I mean, I don't. Our fans have asked me, and I've had people ask me, "Hey, have you had that moment yet in Duty Noble?" That was my moment, the ninth inning. I mean, I think that may be one of the best moments in Mississippi State history. You couldn't script that out any bit better, and I think that was it's just such a special relationship between our players and our fans that you don't always see. And those two guys do a great job with our fans. And it's hard. It's not easy. I mean, it's nice that everybody loves you, but it's constantly asking for an autograph or constantly, your time. And those kids, they do an unbelievable job, and our fans are just awesome.
How have you seen Brad Cumbus handle the responsibility of playing both sports and the maturity it takes to do that at this level?
Brad's got more energy than any of our guys, so he can do it all. I mean, he's going to be catching a fish or chasing a hog this afternoon. He just can't sit still. So it's probably good he plays two sports. I mean, he's He's probably our team personality, and all the guys love him. But and he's gotten all his football stuff in. We're excited. I'll be excited to go out there and see him next fall play football. But he's put his work in. He has to do a little bit more than everybody else.
You got a few guys like Jared Lee Belt and Tristan Barlow that weren't on the travel roster last year to Omaha. I mean, what can you kind of do to prepare them?
Just, I guess walk through. We'll go by and see the ballpark and walk through it. And at the end of the day, it's baseball. So it's just them being able to, take a deep breath and calm down and pitch. That'll be the biggest thing. But they'll be fine. They in this environment, you do it all the time. It's not like some other schools.
Well, I was just talking a little bit earlier about the familiarity of being out in the outfield in Omaha and being familiar with the ballpark. How big of an advantage is it to understand the wind blowing in and out and all over the place in Omaha?
I think the ballpark piece doesn't change too much. It's just the atmosphere, and it's not so. It may not even be the atmosphere on the field. It may be everything that you're asked to do out there, and all your family's there, and the chaos of Omaha. But going to Omaha and playing for a while like they did last year will be a big benefit.
Probably a silly question, but a Sunday game, home team, y'all get to choose the black uniforms for this game?
I think it'll be a nickel black day or whatever they want to call it. The guys, I haven't talked to Ethan yet, so he's the only guy who could trump it, but we're pretty good in those black uniforms.